Stop using raw cow dung. Use it to make powerful organic compost that transforms your plants fast. If you're using cow dung manure directly on your plants, you might be unknowingly harming them instead of helping. Yes, that so-called natural fertilizer can actually burn your plants, attract pests, and damage roots if it's not decomposed properly. But here's the good news. With the right method, cow dung can be transformed into one of the most powerful organic composts your garden has ever seen. Today on Soil and Crop Central, you'll learn exactly how to make safe, nutrient-rich compost from cow dung right at home, step by step. Why fresh cow dung can be dangerous. Many gardeners assume fresh cow dung is instantly good for soil, but that's far from true. Fresh dung is loaded with methane gas and has a high nitrogen content, which creates heat as it breaks down. When used directly, it releases ammonia and other compounds that can burn plant roots and disturb the soil's natural microbial balance. Properly decomposed cow dung, on the other hand, becomes dark, crumbly, odorless, and full of beneficial microorganisms. This version improves soil texture, boosts aeration, and slowly releases essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The transformation happens through a process called decomposition, and that's what we're mastering today. The first step to making perfect cow dung compost is creating the right composting space. If you have a backyard, use an area with partial shade where excess water can drain easily. If you live in an apartment or only have a terrace, don't worry. You can make a small composting chamber using bricks or large buckets. For a medium-sized batch, create a square compost pit using bricks. Line the bottom with a thick plastic sheet so moisture doesn't seep through and damage the floor. The space should be airy enough for oxygen to circulate because oxygen is what helps microorganisms break down organic material efficiently. If you have limited dung, you can even use a 20-liter bucket or an old fertilizer sack. The goal is simply to create a contained environment that can retain warmth and moisture while allowing air to pass through. So, good compost is all about layering. You want to start by creating the first layer using about 3 to 4 inches of dry leaves. These leaves, provide structure and ensure air pockets remain between the layers. The second layer should be the cow dung, roughly 8 to 10 kilograms if you're using a medium-sized pit. Just spread it evenly. Next comes the decomposer layer, and honestly, this is where the magic happens. You can easily make your own decomposer at home using ingredients you probably already have. Take 2 kilograms of regular garden soil and mix in 200 grams of jaggery, or gur, and 200 grams of gram flour, or besan. Slowly add about 2 liters of water and stir until it forms a thick, smooth paste. This mixture feeds the microorganisms that will decompose your dung. Sprinkle 2 handfuls of this mixture over each cow dung layer. Once you've added the decomposer, it's time for another moisture-balancing layer. Spread a 2-inch layer of rice husk or wheat bran over the dung. These materials absorb extra moisture and ensure the final compost becomes soft and crumbly. Keep repeating these layers, dry leaves, cow dung, decomposer, rice husk, until your pit or bucket is full. Each repetition strengthens the breakdown process and prevents foul odors. Composting is a living process. Microbes and earthworms do all the work, but they need the right environment to thrive. The compost pile should feel slightly damp when you touch it, never soggy or dry. To maintain this balance, sprinkle water every 10 to 15 days. Use around 1 to 2 liters of water each time for a medium-sized compost pit. If you've made your decomposer mixture thinner, you can also pour it diluted with water in a 1:3 ratio directly onto the pile for an added microbial boost. Cover your compost chamber with dry leaves, green leaves, or a jute sack. This helps lock in moisture and warmth while keeping pests away. Avoid exposing your compost to direct sunlight, as it can dry out the mixture and slow decomposition. If you're composting on a terrace, place it near a shaded wall or under a simple canopy. Now comes the easiest part: waiting. Over the next 45 to 60 days, microorganisms will break down the cow dung into nutrient-rich compost. You'll notice changes in color, smell, and texture over time. In the first 2 weeks, it might smell a bit earthy, but if it starts to smell like ammonia, just add more dry leaves and turn it with a small shovel to restore balance. By the second month, your compost should be dark brown or black, crumbly, and smell just like wet soil after rain. That's when you know it's ready. If it still smells like dung, well, it needs more time to mature. Once your compost is ready, it's time to put it to work. Mix 1 part compost with 2 parts garden soil before planting, or spread a 1-inch layer around existing plants and gently mix it into the topsoil. Water the plants lightly afterward to help nutrients seep into the roots. Cow dung compost made at home is completely organic and safe. Unlike store-bought manure, which often contains chemical residues or fillers, your homemade version nourishes plants naturally. It enriches soil structure, improves water retention, and promotes strong, disease-resistant growth in vegetables, flowers, and indoor plants alike. So, if you want to speed up decomposition, just turn the compost about once every 3 weeks with a spade or even a sturdy stick. This introduces fresh oxygen and, well, helps the microbes work a whole lot faster. If your mix ever looks too wet or clumpy, go ahead and add more rice husk or some dry leaves to soak up that extra moisture. During those cooler months, it's a good idea to cover the compost with a thicker jute layer to keep things warm. And remember, avoid adding any fresh kitchen waste plastic or oily material to your cow dung compost. It can really disrupt the microbial activity. Composting cow dung is, honestly, more than just a gardening technique. It's a sustainable practice that saves you money, reduces waste, and gives your plants exactly what they need to thrive. With just a few simple materials and, a little patience, you can create premium quality organic fertilizer right at home. If you found this video from Soil and Crop Central helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your gardening friends, and subscribe for more practical, science-backed tips on soil health and sustainable gardening. Your garden deserves the best. And well, the best starts with the soil beneath your feet. Happy gardening!